Kauai in Hawaii. Kauai is the northernmost island in the island chain of the 8 islands of the Hawaiian Islands. So I used to live here in Kauai in a apartment complex. You can't see it from here, but up above town, out in the hills up there. But I'm here just visiting for a couple of weeks. My first time back in 3 years. So it is my third day here, and I'm finally getting out of town here and going on a little adventure up to the north shore of Kauai. I think I'm going to head for Secret Beach, which is not so secret, but it is an awesome beach. So I just thought that I would document my adventure today, see what happens. I'm waiting for the bus here, the Kauai bus, which will take me up to a spot pretty close to where the beach is, and then you got to hike down a road and then down a trail. It's a pretty awesome little adventure down a little very steep trail down to the beach. So here we go. The bus should be coming in any minute. I forgot to say that I'm staying at the hostel that is literally just a few hundred yards that way, Kauai International Hostel, for about $35 for a dorm bed, pretty good. And then there's another hostel just down the street here, the Kauai Beach House. So they're both nice in the $30 range. Here comes the bus. $2, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Alright, I'm now in the town of Kilauea on the North Shore. The sort of downtown, if you can call it that, is a couple of blocks that way. Here's just a gas station, and the main town area is tiny as well. Gonna walk this way, maybe a half mile or so, and then turn down a road, and then turn down another road, and then turn down a trail. Looking like a nice day. So here we are at Kalihiwai Road, and this is where you turn off the main highway there and head down this smaller road and get away from the noisy traffic. Just a short walk from here, or you can drive it down to the parking lot. This is definitely one of the nicest beaches on Kauai, on the Hawaiian Islands, anywhere. This beach is awesome. You're gonna love it. Also, you're gonna see where I used to work here. When I was living here 3 years ago, I had a couple of landscaping jobs. One was closer to where the bus dropped me off there, and the other one was for a fancy property right up above Secret Beach. So I'll get a shot of that when I walk by it. All right, coming up to the parking lot here, I just realized that I forgot to mention something, which is after you take that first right onto Kalihiwai Road, and then you take an immediate left, you basically have to go left right away after going up that little hill. Then you want to take a right on the first dirt road after that, and I forgot to get a shot of that. Otherwise, you'll end up going down the paved road down to the beach that way, and there's another nice beach down there. But if you want to get to Secret Beach, take a right on that first dirt road there. Alright, and here on the left is the property that I worked on for a good 6 months or so. Just gonna give a quick shot of it. As you can see, you can imagine what it's like. You get a little impression that it's a nice piece of property. Then you walk down this little path. As you can see, it is very lush. Kauai is known as the Garden Isle, and for good reason. It gets a lot of rain, but when that sun comes out, man, is it amazing. All right, coming up here to a viewpoint down to the beach. This is also where surfers will stop and check the waves before they decide whether to go down the steep hill to get down there. So there's a little glimpse of Secret Beach. And then you head down this very steep and oftentimes slippery, muddy red dirt path. It's kind of like a tunnel through the trees here, but you can see the end of the tunnel down there, where it's a lot brighter, the sun reflecting off the sand. Looking forward to squishing my toes in that sand there, and then hopping in the water. Alright, so here we go. Got the sandals off, got the shirt off. Man, this beach is just incredible. Unbelievable. What a sight. Just amazing. I bet you might want to see this beach, probably, right? You want to see the awesome view? Or, I mean, I don't want to waste your time or anything, you know, if you're not that interested. I mean, you know, it's just a beach. Just a beautiful beach in Hawaii, no big deal. But, you know, if you really want to see it, then I'll show you the beach. Are you sure you want to see the beach? You're absolutely certain. Okay. Here we go. Here's the beach. Pretty sweet. So I camped here in 1997. Camped in a tent up in those trees there somewhere. There was kind of a village here of campers at one point on that same trip, winter of 1997, and towards the end of that trip, then word sort of got around and the authorities came down and kicked everyone out, and they've been more vigilant about the beach, making sure that there's no nudity and stuff, and no campers or whatever, which is all for the best. It's a great beach for everyone to enjoy. Definitely ready to get in that water. Time to wash off. I should note here that this camera is not waterproof. Definitely got to be careful. Those are some pretty good waves for body surfing in anyways. Kind of a little too big, I think. But I can still get under the water here before getting to the waves, so 1 second. All right, here we go. All right, time to put the camera away and play it safe. Gonna get a little bit further into those waves there. So I'm hiking down to the other end of the beach here. Check out this spring water coming out of the rocks. This is drinkable. Pretty cool. All right, now I gotta get over these rocks to get over to the other part of the beach there. There we go, I think that's the worst of it. So here's the other section of beach. As you can see, nobody else on it at the moment. And then there's another section of beach at the end there around those rocks. I'm gonna hike on over there. Apparently you can see dolphins off here sometimes. I've never seen them, but have talked to others who have. And then up on that point there is the Kilauea Lighthouse. And here I am at the end of Secret Beach. Pretty sweet, got it to myself. I'm just gonna kick back here for a bit, soak up some sun, take a few swims, maybe read a book, just enjoy this amazing scene. So thanks a lot for watching. Feel free to subscribe to follow my upcoming adventures. Take care.